I'm Pat McCormick. I'm a research computer scientist at Los Alamos, and I work on looking at heterogeneous architectures and programming models, specifically with the focus on data analysis and visualization. Fundamentally, one of our challenges is dealing with massive amounts of data, not only in terms of the high-performance computing aspect, but once the simulations are done, how do we actually analyze and make sense out of the simulations? What we're showing here today is actually accelerating an isosurface computation that traditionally would be done on CPUs and moving it onto the GPU and generating the geometry right in place on the GPU and then rendering that through a very traditional OpenGL interface, using the accelerated driver and the hardware from that perspective. In comparison to 24 Nehalem cores, we can do this problem in about 6 or 7 seconds, and with GPUs we're doing that in under a second. And keeping it at an interactive rate. So that reaches our goal of keeping scientists interacting with their data while they ask questions. Typically our approach would be to add more and more nodes to the cluster to reach scalability. In this case we've added more and more GPUs to a single system. One of the advantages for us would be we can put this in a small scientist's office or a very small setting of a small scientific team, where for dealing for our large scale problems we'd actually have to start looking at scale to do those problems. So much like we use the cell processor to build Roadrunner, we could think of doing a similar approach for using GPUs for the visualization process.
This is the first time this has been seen. So these simulations that we're doing now are the largest ever done. These were specifically done by Daniel Levesque and Mark Peterson at Los Alamos and run on this Dawn machine in Lawrence Livermore. We're getting much better agreement with experiments than previously done, and it's very important because of both the scale and the density ratio that we're able to simulate.